everybody. Let's speak English now. With Cristian Coccia.
Yes.
Welcome and thank you to be there among us.
Thank you.
You are Vice-Président Europe in PubMatic. And, donc en fait, PubMatic met en œuvre des logiciels et des stratégies de publicité en ligne pour l'industrie de l'édition et de la publicité numérique. Et lui va parler en anglais. J'espère que tout le monde comprend à peu près l'anglais. Ça va? Il va nous expliquer comment les acheteurs peuvent construire la chaîne d'approvisionnement de demain grâce à l'innovation et à des stratégies d'adressabilité. Il y aura le replay et on mettra peut-être des sous-titres si vous le jugez utile. Donc vraiment, stratégie d'adressabilité. You can go on.
Okay. So, je m'appelle Cristian. Ça va bien si je vais parler en anglais? Otherwise, it will be more like a comedy and not a speech fitting with the audience. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I get started?
Come on.
Okay. So, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure. My name is Cristian, as I mentioned. I RVP at PubMatic, looking after the three key markets of the sunny part of Europe, including France, Spain, and Italy. I'm here
Are you okay with the light?
with you to speak about how do we see the supply chain into the programmatic environment evolving, and I will be boring you for the next 20 minutes on some topic around how do we see in the ecosystem programmatic evolving. So, let's get started. Some agenda topic here. What about the landscape? How it's going to evolve? A key solution we, as an industry, we should be putting in place, and then try to bring order into the chaos I will be speaking over the next 20 minutes. Try to put all the things together into this crazy puzzle. So, let's start with the first things.
Donc,
because
un paysage en mutation.
What, sorry?
A changing landscape.
A changing landscape, yes. So what's happening in the landscape, in the programmatic landscape, and what we do expect. So, there are some older people here, like me, that have been living all the, I would say, 3 stages of the digital ecosystem. There was, ages ago, still this century, to be honest, where there was no programmatic. So a key value for buyers, and I was a buyer at the time, a young buyer, was to deliver media and reaching through scale. Scale was important, and there was lack of targeting capabilities. So there was the rise of the ad network, massive, tons of inventory, buying massively, and fish whatever they want. Then we're getting into, I would say over the last 8 years, into the programmatic space. And we have been listening for many times that programmatic advertising, so technology applied to the advertising, leveled the field, democratized inventory, putting the audience at core, not exactly the premium destination in some cases, but leveraging on advanced targeting capabilities. And we can say between us, thank you, Cookie, for being there and helping us to get successful. And we are now started yesterday and really into this a new era, a post-cookie era, is where cookie are still there, but they will probably get killed sometime over the next couple of years. And we need to find a way to continue to deliver success within the industry, whether we are publisher, content creators, broadcasters, or brands and advertisers and agencies. So there are a few things to take care when we talk about the new landscape. We at PubMatic, we want to summarize 4 key areas. One is dealing with complexity. I'm sad to say that complexity is still here. It is going to be more and more. So many SSPs, many players in the ecosystem, not clear unique selling proposition among them, and this is complicating the hard job media traders have to do. Then there is the transparency. So transparency is becoming more and more a topic. We need to as an industry to work to let who is taking the money in his wallet safe and comfortable when it comes to transact programmatically. Then we have the efficiency, so being more and more effective when we transact media campaign through the programmatics. It's about saving cost, but also saving effort. So being profitable when we are going to transact into the programmatic space. And last but not least, delivering a value. Delivering a value against the money we are putting into the media space and against the people that are putting the effort and commitment. So, how we can address this quite complicated landscape? To succeed in this environment, we do believe there are three key areas we should address or take care at least. Think about the omni-channel environment we are facing, and I will be talking in a bit. Work about the addressable media, and what does it mean, addressable media, now in the post-cookie era world. And last but not least, being effective, so work on the efficiency when we are trading media through programmatic. And all these three key items are really critical to be successful. So let's start. So we will be talking about omni-channel now, and what does it exactly mean? When we talk about omni-channel, everything is about work on the multiple ads format across multiple screens and many devices. We know with a seamless approach, taking care of this media journey and approach a user that is watching a TV on the sofa while is browsing or chatting over small devices and asking something to Alexa. So think about omni-channel in all your media journey as you're a buyer, or have a mindset as an omni-channel if you're a content creator, and think about how your content can flow into multiple devices and formats. So, when we talk about omni-channel, it's about dealing with the entropy. Dealing with the entropy means that as an industry, we should be committed, as we are a publisher or as we are a buyer, and mostly a buyer, I'm referring in this case, to help a media agency to find the most efficient and right path to the source, to the inventory or user behind that inventory. Why I'm telling this? Because for those into the programmatic space, I've seen more and more integration endpoint coming and raising, so a buyer can get access to a premium publisher or a reseller inventory through different endpoints. Could be open bidding, pre-bid, Amazon TAM, tag-based, and then a publisher could be either a broadcaster or an app developer. So dealing with the complexity and provide the best access ever to a buyers stands with this acronym, is SPO, which is a supply path optimization. Now, I don't want to dig into technicalities, but think about SPO as a cocktail, which is following also fashion is over here, so could change. And this cocktail should have as a key ingredients transparency, transparency on the chain, efficiency, optimize media workflow to get access to supply, and last but not least, should deliver strong value when it's attached to this. And so, executing the addressability in an omni-channel should be taking care of all the opportunities and transaction types the programmatic space offer to the industry. They could be, of course, the open market, which has been at the core of the programmatic technology, democratizing for true the inventory and working massively on the audience. But also we should be taking care about auction packages or curated inventory project, I would say, or private marketplace. And last but not least, about programmatic guaranteed as a way to automate the workflow when it comes to preserve and reserve a media inventory premium with a bidding engine which is not so relevant for the end outcome of the bidding in that case. So, when we talk about transparency, addressability. We are in the post-cookie era. For somehow Google will decide at a certain point in time that cookies will disappear. And so, who are on this audience, who are representing supply, please, just to target some people? Raise your hands. Supply people? Hands. No one? Okay, well, maybe it's recorded. For those, keeping the inventory addressable means continue to survive by exposing your user, which is your value and the inventory the user are consuming, appealing and able to be transacted by buyers. I think you're assuming you're all buyers in this case, or brand. If you are brands or agencies, keeping the inventory addressable is to continue to have the opportunity to target the user you need, continue to narrow a bold story when you talk about media journey, attribution modeling, all this kind of stuff, targeting and selecting the user you want, and deliver meaningful ads. Now, I do see cookie deprecation as what happened probably 70 million years ago. So don't take the risk of being dinosaurs eating grass and smiling when you see the comet dropping on Earth. Because you're still smiling, but it could happen. And the comet, it looks like a Chrome addressing 60–70% of the market, and with no more cookies available. And regardless, you're a kind dinosaurs eating vegetable, maybe a supply partner, or a kind of a T-Rex on the buy side, more aggressive, the comet will drop for everyone. So we should be thinking about this. And so solutions for addressing addressability, regardless you're a buyer or a publisher. If you're a buyer, invest energy and effort putting your data into the ecosystem and try to transact against your data. It could be CRM data for your customers, your own data asset, or you could buy data into curation platform through shopper available. It could be contextual signal, AIS, query, whatever they are. Or if you are a publisher, you should be working, considering that the cookie will be not there anymore, trying to keep the inventory addressable, leveraging on your first-party data, assuming you have enough first-party data and you have the right to leverage on that, but also start thinking about alternatives to cookies that can continue to keep the match of the audiences and deliver to buyers what they want. It could be contextual signal, could be your data delivered as a segment through your data platform, and it could be also data from... a
few minutes? Yeah.
Yes, okay, because I don't have the time. So going fast, there's just a snapshot of the platform you can have as a consolidating your media workflow as a buyer in just one platform. And when it comes about addressability, the more we are moving into cookie-less environment, the more we can tell you and prove that the match at supply side is more powerful. Here below there is a case study on Zemasio from Germany and Netherlands. Actually, they've been really strict on running a test. Same campaign, same data set, transaction of the match on supply and on the buy side, and these are results. More accuracy and deliver more value with a match on supply. Now, just to get closer to the value, and I would say that when we talk about value, is understanding the value, is understanding the ecosystem. So look at where you're spending the money, look at the paid impression they are delivering, not to bot, but to human people, and take care of the value of the eCPM. Now, as I'm short in time, just a quick shot on the future. And the future is not just cookie deprecation, but it's also about being somehow committed on the environment, so not contribute to waste it anymore. And there are 4 or 5 pillars where we're working. Renewable energy, so taking care of the industry. And last year we've been 100% using our data center and consuming 100% of renewable energy. Carbon emission and traffic optimization, I would condense in one. We use technology and software optimization to consume less energy, being more efficient with our data center, and spend less money to move impression up and down into the ecosystem. By doing this, we save energy and we contribute some small portion to save the planet. Recycling, everything we can do, and establish partnership and scrutinizing all our chain from data center to tech player who are following strict guidance on this area. And so, wrapping up, how a supply chain for this future should be successful, should be omni-channel, video, display, native, in every screen and in every device, addressable, facing the challenges of a cookie that will be disappearing. And here we have an opportunity, because the more we are moving into server-side integration or large screen, there are environments where cookie never existed, so we can start with a good starting point. Continue to keep mind and a point into delivering the value, and finally, being responsible with our business community, and contribute to not waste anymore the planet we are living. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was very relevant. The main points, main issues were you made us understand the main issues. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Donc, pour ceux qui n'auraient pas forcément tout compris en anglais, il y aura le replay, et je pense qu'on mettra des sous-titres aussi, parce que la présentation est vraiment très riche et riche d'enseignements, donc il faudrait vraiment que tout soit bien saisi. Merci encore.